Imagine that these two flowers live in the same swamp and they would like to have sex. Problem, they have roots that bind them to one spot and they can't move. So how can they reproduce sexually together? They enlist the help of animals such as this bee. So each flower makes free food for the bee in the form of sugar water known as nectar, and attracts the bee through very colorful petals. Bees are especially attracted to blue petals, and there are even these guidelines which are guiding the bee towards where the nectar is. So a bee will visit the first flower and receive a free meal. In the process, however, the bee rubs against the male parts of the flower, the anthers, which produce pollen. Pollen grains possess either sperm inside or the cells that, when they divide, become sperm. And this bee has evolved in conjunction with flowers, and its bristles are especially adept at capturing these pollen grains. So when the bee leaves the first flower, it is covered in pollen, which will produce the sperm of the first flower. The bee then visits the second flower, once again hoping for a free meal. In the process, the bee deposits some of the pollen, the gametes, from flower number one onto the female parts of flower number two. And thus, these two flowers have been able to have sex, despite the fact that neither of them can move, thanks to the help of the animal pollinators with whom they work in a symbiotic relationship.